the leader. There's the separation. Tim Steele. About a half a straightaway between Steele back to Skinner and Wallace in second and third.
And Bobby Bowser is off the pace.
The championship could be going up in smoke here right now. It looks like there is some smoke coming from his Ford. And as he said up front, he hasn't had any luck here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And boy, it's continuing here today. Whatever the problem is, maybe it was tire smoke that we were seeing.
They're acting like it's a flat tire.
Older brother Gary there and the crew changing right side tires on Bowser's Quality Farm and Fleet Ford Thunderbird.
Now their only hope for a championship is that Hillenberg would have some kind of problems and just fall totally out of the race, because this is going to put him at least another lap down and drop him farther back in the field.
That smoke we saw could have been a tire rubbing if he had a tire going down on the right side, but he had changed tires. He was being shown one lap down. He's lost at least one, maybe two more laps in the pit.
Well, I think he's going to be 3 laps down, because here goes Tim Steele, the leader, and there's Bowser going out of the pit. So I think that'll put him 3 laps down now.
And there's Dave Blaney's car has crashed and comes rolling down across the racetrack. Blaney was being shown in the top 15 in 13th spot. See that on top. Those flaps have come up.
He finally gets the car back in gear and drives away, and I don't see any damage to the automobile at all. If there isn't any damage, it's very, very fortunate, because very seldom do you spin at the Atlanta Motor Speedway at 160, 70 miles an hour and not get some damage.
Yeah, very fortunate. Hey, you were talking about the car number 38 of L.W. Miller getting the black flag for jumping the start or passing on the inside before he got to start-finish line. Well, he just now came in and heeded that black flag under the caution. I guess he can do that, so that worked out pretty good for him.
Take a look so we can see what happened to Dave Blaney. Here's the cars are really stacking up, and he runs almost into the back of a car.
Yeah, I think he might have made a little bit of contact there.
That was Shane Goles out of Gray George's car number 97 of Pontiac.
Unfortunately, he spins up there pretty harmlessly, and nobody hit him, and everything worked out pretty good.
I'm not sure how Jeremy Mayfield missed him. Mayfield was right behind Blaney. He must have just made a quick dart to the outside, and a couple of cars make to the inside.
There we see L.W. Miller going. Maybe that's what happened. L.W. Miller might have pulled out of line to go in the pits and heed the black flag. Then some of those other cars slowed to avoid him. And Blaney all of a sudden sees cars stopped directly in front of him. There's a piece of metal on the racetrack, some type of debris.
And we can confirm that Bobby Bowser did indeed have a tire going down, so that pit stop that cost him 2 more laps. He is now being shown, as Ned said, 3 laps down in 21st position. Trying to win a championship, but the man he's chasing is Andy Hillenberg, and he is running 11th. Back with more from Atlanta in just a moment. Engine oil for longer engine life.
You know, a lot of people ask me, how do those fabulous in-car cameras work? I tell them, no, it's not electronics. The reason you get to see those great pictures is because of sponsorship. The sponsorship is like on Bob Hill's car today, the Jim Dandy Dog Food Company. And for this weekend only, they have come up with 3 specially scientifically engineered brands of dog food. For the dog that's long, lean, and fast, of course, we have Ned's Niblets. Now, if your dog is under any kind of medication, and that can be a concern for pet owners because medication can not mix well with food, well, we've got the line for that. It's the Dr. Punch line. This is food for fine, healthy dogs. But I tell you what, folks, if your dog is like my dog, Nicky, and he really doesn't care about calories or staying in shape or being healthy, then we got the perfect thing for the dog who likes to eat a lot and likes it to taste good. Benny's Buffet, food for hungry dogs.
Is he serious?
Oh, well, we forgot there's 2 of the brands that's coming out. Bill's Bits and Kernan's Kernels are coming out from the Jim Dandy folks. But that's exactly how those in-car cameras.
Hey, Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned the kind that are named after me, Kernan's Kernels.
Yes, sir.
Those are for the refined dog who has great taste.
Oh, of course.
I'm taking them home to feed my dog, okay?
They're cutting back on the per diem. John's headed for the hotel room. We're under caution at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Back with more fun after this. Stay with us. Back to Green Flag Racing, 1 lap ago. Tim Steele still being shown as the leader. In hot pursuit is Mike Skinner, about 4 or 5 car lengths back. Those are the front 2. Mike Wallace still being shown back in 3rd spot. That's the separation. Wallace in 3rd, and behind him is the car number 9 of Joe Bessie.
Wallace's car still going very high up in turns 1 and 2. He just can't, because the wind is blowing that way, carrying it up there, and he just can't keep it low, and that's where he's losing all of his speed.
Joe Bessie out of Scarborough, Maine. We saw him win earlier this year on ESPN up at Watkins Little on a road course. As now Skinner moves to within a half a car length of Steele.
Tell you what, Skinner is working awfully hard for some sponsorship in 1996 to run those 5 Winston Cup races.
And Joe Bessie was able to get around Mike Wallace. He got up beside him when Wallace went high up in turn 2 once again. And Bessie got up beside him going down the back stretch and passed him going into turn 3. So Joe Bessie now in 3rd place.
Boy, that camera down in turn 1. The wind is blowing so hard. There goes Skinner. Right on the inside of Steele. They're side by side as they go down the backstretch.
Well, that car is handling in that 31 car. Now let's see if he goes up and Steele comes under him like the reverse situation was earlier. No, don't think so.
As we watch this, I'll tell you that Loy Allen and James Finch's Health Source car has made unscheduled stop. He's in the pits with the hood up, so it looks like the day is done for Loy Allen.
And that's the car you're talking about there, BP. Car number 1, that's a Chevrolet Monte Carlo that James Finch and the crew prepared for Loy Allen. There is Skinner, our leader. Pulls away by a couple of car lengths from Tim Steele. And there are the 2 guys who are battling for the championship. The 11 left side of your screen is Andy Hillenberg. He's in 13th spot. And 3 laps back in 20th position, I think at 20th spot, is the 21 car of Bobby Bowser. We might want to explain to you there's some pretty unusual rules in ARCA competition as regarding the rookie battle, Rookie of the Year awards, and that if you may be the best rookie, but if you win the championship, you're not considered Rookie of the Year. That goes to someone else. And so Andy Hillenberg, being a rookie, Benny either can win the championship of the series or be Rookie of the Year.
And there we saw one of the rookies being passed by the leaders, Dill Whittemore. I think he was 2 points behind Harris Devane in the 33 car, and both those cars have had trouble. Right now, Whittemore, there he goes by, is 14 laps down, and Harris Devane in the 33 car. Caution flag is out.
Caution being shown for the 5th time today. As the leaders are slowing down, the yellow flag is waving. We are told there may be debris on the racetrack. You were mentioning Harris Devane, Benny. He is back in the racetrack. He was involved in that first incident, and he has pulled what's left of his damaged car back on the speedway.
And he is in 37th place, so he's just hoping that Whittemore would have some type of problem and cause him to fall out. That would give him the championship. There was a piece of debris that caused the caution flag.
And the ARCA officials and spotters around the racetrack citing that, wanted to make sure there were no chances of a cut tire, so they throw the yellow flag. They don't throw it, they wave it. It wouldn't be good for them to throw it. They wave it and bring it out for the 5th time today. As we are approaching the halfway point of this 500-kilometer event. We'll be right back.